If real-life mysteries leaves you breathless, then this story should be an eye-opener. Subscribe now to Betrayal and Infidelity Exposed channel, because the next truth we uncover might hit even closer to home. I used to think children never paid attention, that they lived in their own world of cartoons, crayons, and bedtime stories. I was wrong, dangerously wrong. It was my 7-year-old daughter, Emily, who saw what I didn't, or maybe what I didn't want to see. She exposed the truth, a truth that shattered my world, ended my marriage, and uncovered a betrayal so deep it made me question every kindness I had ever extended. My wife, my doctor, and everything I thought was sacred in my home. This is a real story. Every fact you hear is public. You can check it yourself. But let me start from the beginning. From the outside, we looked like any modern, successful family. I, Charles Wilson, was a 38-year-old software engineer with a thriving tech business. My wife, Sarah, was a beautiful, eloquent woman, a marketing executive and the mother of our only child. Our daughter, Emily, was the light of our lives, bright-eyed, full of curiosity, and wise beyond her years. We lived in a spacious duplex in the suburbs, surrounded by manicured lawns and the illusion of perfection. I trusted Sarah with everything: our finances, our home, and most importantly, our hearts. I believed in us, in the vows we made 10 years ago under the warm summer sky. But time has a way of revealing what the heart is too blind to see. It started with a cough, a dry, persistent cough that wouldn't go away. Sarah insisted I see a doctor, our family physician, Dr. Mark Edwards. He was a man I'd trusted for years, the one who helped deliver Emily, the one who came to our home during emergencies. Just go for a full checkup, Sarah urged. You've been so stressed lately. I agreed. The visit was uneventful, just routine tests and questions. Dr. Mark even patted my back like he always did and said, "We'll get you sorted, man. Don't worry." But something strange happened 2 days later. I came home early from a canceled meeting and heard giggles. Soft, intimate laughter, coming from the guest room. First, I thought Sarah was on a Zoom call. Then I heard Emily's voice. "Mommy, why are you hugging Uncle Doctor with your dress open?" Silence. Dead, heavy silence. I stood frozen at the doorway, my heart slamming against my chest. Before I could react, Sarah opened the door, flustered. She was fully dressed, but I wasn't blind. Her makeup was smeared, her perfume too strong, like she had reapplied it quickly. Dr. Mark wasn't there. "Emily's being silly again," she said, brushing past me. "You know how kids are." Emily stood behind her, quiet, wide-eyed. She didn't say anything more. I didn't press. I didn't want to believe what my mind was telling me. But the seed had been planted. I began to notice little things. Sarah was always texting late at night. She claimed it was work, but when I walked into the room, she would quickly lock her phone. She started making more solo visits to the gym, and more than once, I spotted a second toothbrush in the guest bathroom, the one she never let me enter anymore. Still, I doubted myself. Maybe I was paranoid. Maybe I was projecting stress. Maybe Emily had misunderstood. Maybe. Then, one Saturday morning, I overheard something that forced me to confront the truth. Emily was playing with her dolls, lining them up and pretending to give them shots. She was talking to herself as kids often do. "Now be a good girl," she said to one of the dolls. "Uncle Doctor is going to kiss Mommy again. Don't tell Daddy." I dropped the glass of water I was holding. The crash startled Emily. She looked up at me, eyes wide with fear. "I'm sorry, Daddy," she whispered. I knelt beside her. "Emily? Sweetheart, who told you not to tell Daddy?" She hesitated, then said, "Mommy." She said, "It's a secret." And Uncle Doctor said too. They kissed when you were at work. My blood turned cold. It wasn't a misunderstanding. It wasn't a game. My daughter had seen things no child should see. And now, she was the keeper of a dark secret. I hugged her tightly. You did nothing wrong, my angel. You did the right thing. That night I couldn't sleep. I lay awake staring at the ceiling, my mind replaying every moment, every late night, every excuse. The betrayal cut deeper because it came from two people I trusted implicitly, my wife and my doctor. I needed proof. I couldn't act on a child's words alone, no matter how sincere. So I set a trap. I told Sarah I was traveling for a tech conference in the capital for 3 days. She barely blinked, said she'd manage things at home just fine. But I didn't go anywhere. I stayed at a friend's apartment nearby and set up hidden cameras in the house before leaving. I positioned one in the living room and another, painfully, in the guest room. I hated doing it, felt dirty, but what they were doing was far worse. On the second day, I got the confirmation I needed. There they were, Sarah and Dr. Mark, kissing, touching, laughing, in our home, in my house, where my daughter slept. I broke. But before I could move forward with any action, something strange happened. One of the camera feeds cut out for a full hour. I reviewed the footage and saw a blur. Someone noticed it. The guest room camera had been spotted, tilted slightly, as if someone reached up to adjust it, but didn't dare remove it. Had Sarah seen it? Or Mark? I began to worry they were catching on. I grew paranoid. I switched locations, transferred the footage to cloud storage, kept backups hidden in secure folders. And then, one night, I saw a message flash on Sarah's phone when she left it unattended. We need to be more careful. He's acting weird. She deleted it quickly. Too late. I now had more than betrayal. I had fear. I began to worry about Emily's safety. What if they thought she would tell me more? What if they tried to silence her? So I took her to my sister's house across town and told Sarah it was a school sleepover. That gave me room to move faster. I met with a lawyer. I hired a private investigator. What he found chilled me. This wasn't the first time. Sarah and Mark had been involved for nearly 2 years, text logs, dinner receipts, even hotel bookings using fake names. 2 years. I confronted them with everything. I recorded the conversation. I remained calm, even when Sarah screamed, cried, begged. You left me alone, she accused. You were always working. I needed someone. You chose someone who stuck needles in our daughter. I said coldly. Dr. Mark didn't even look ashamed. He just stood there, arrogant, confident I wouldn't take it further. But I did. I filed for divorce. I reported him to the medical association. I shared everything. The recordings, the footage, the betrayal. And I fought for full custody of Emily. The courtroom was tense. Sarah's lawyer painted me as cold and vengeful. But my evidence was airtight. My daughter testified gently, bravely. And when the judge asked if she felt safe with her mother, she looked down and whispered, "No, because mommy lies." That was the last nail in the coffin. The court granted me full custody. Dr. Mark's license was suspended pending a full investigation. Sarah moved out and begged to see Emily, but I made it clear, only under court supervision. The hardest part was explaining it all to Emily. I didn't want her to feel like she'd broken the family. But one night, she climbed into my lap and said, "I'm glad it's just us now, Daddy. You smile more." And I realized she was right. I wasn't broken. I wasn't ruined. I was free. And more than that, I was whole. Thanks to my daughter. The little girl who saw what I could not. How could love turn into betrayal? This is not fiction. This is real. You can find the truth yourself. If real-life stories of love, loss, and darkness move you, subscribe now to Betrayal and Infidelity Exposed. Because the next story might hit even closer to home.